Welcome back to Mystical Heart Tarot Readings. This is another pick a pile. Gonna do things a little bit differently. What message do you need to hear? What message is it that you need to hear? And we're going to use a different deck. This is a new deck. This deck that I'm using to start with is called the Citadel Oracle deck. So we're going to pull 3 cards because I don't have room for more than that. So we're going to start building our piles here. I'm also adding astrology signs to the piles. If you do not want to pick a pile according to your astrology sign, I will give you enough time to go down and grab your timestamp for your pile. That one wants to come out. That one. These are hard to see on this cloth. I've got new ones coming. One of them is a lighter color, so hopefully that'll help. And we'll go with that one. Get these out of the way. All right, we're going to start with the first one. The first one is the pathless. Difficult decisions. Lack of direction. And I will be adding crystals as well. This is pile number 1. Pile number 2, the enchanter. Deception, trickery. That's going to be pile number 2. And for pile number 3, we have the smith. Overthinking, taking action. So I'll let you take a look at those cards, and while you're doing that, I'm going to add crystals. We're going to add, that is a peach moonstone. This is what the peach moonstone looks like for pile number 1. For pile number 2, we have the Apache tier. And this is what the Apache tier looks like. And for pile number 3, we're adding, what are we adding here? The pink agate or the pink onyx. And this is what the crystal looks like. And that'll be for pile number 3. So we're going to add the cards. Start with these. All right. And that one for pile number 1. That one for pile number 2. And that one for pile number 3. These cards stuck to the table, so I'm going to take those. So I just need one for pile number 3. And we got one right there. And one more. And now we're going to add tarot. I'm using the Astromatrix deck. I haven't used it in a while. I'll pull 3 from this pile, this deck, and 3 from the other deck. And now we'll use the other deck. I'll pull 3 from this one. Whoa. That one just flew out. Take these 2. And those. So we're looking at what message you need to hear. What message is it that you need to hear? And so these are your 3 piles. We have the Pathless, we have the Enchanter, and we have the Smith. We have the Peach Moonstone. We have the Apache tier, and we have the pink Onyx or the pink Agate. And I'm going to give you a second to look at that before I start to add the astrology symbols associated to the piles. All right, so I've got these astrology symbols. We're going to pull, since we've got 3 piles, we're going to pull 4 for each pile. Here's 1. We have Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Virgo. For pile number 2, Gemini, Aries, Libra, and Pisces. And for the last pile, we have Capricorn, Aquarius, Cancer, and Sagittarius. So take a look at those. If you prefer to choose with your astrology sign for pile number 1, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Virgo. Pile number 2, Gemini, Aries, Libra, and Pisces. And for pile number 3, we have Capricorn, Aquarius, Cancer, and Sagittarius. And now we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me move these out of the way, including my mouse that's in the way. I just don't have enough room for all this. All right. So we're looking at what message are you meant to hear right now. And we're starting on pile number 1. And remember, if you did not pick with your astrology sign, just know that these signs, the effects of these signs could be embedded in the reading itself. So we have the pathless we're starting with. And we're going to look at the other oracle cards now. You've got Coyote, adaptability. Freedom. Flight. Well, it seems we have a pattern going on here. Flight. On flight, it says, let's rise into the sky. Well, this seems like we have a pattern here. We have the coyote on the move, but here we have flight and freedom. Difficult decisions. Are you having a difficult decision on this is difficult decisions and lack of direction. So perhaps some of you are having a difficulty making a decision on not only where you might be traveling, but in what manner you may be traveling, because we know the coyote is by land, but freedom and flight would be possibly by an airplane. So is this even, and I haven't even gotten to the tarot card yet, is somebody considering taking a vacation? We do have a holiday coming up. Is somebody considering taking a vacation, but they're not sure which way they want to go, where they want to go, and in what manner they want to travel? Let's see. We have the Justice card. Knight of Wands. The Four of Wands in reverse. Two of Cups. Oh. Knight of Pentacles. We have two knights here. And the Sun card. Now I'm beginning to see something a little bit different. So with the Freedom card, does this mean that perhaps somebody may be getting married and you won't be as free as you were when you were single? What I also see is somebody that is maybe able to adapt no matter what the situation is. The Knight of Wands moves forward with integrity. So if this is somebody that's getting married, they're going, and we have the Knight of Pentacles here as well. We have loyalty and integrity. So if somebody is indeed getting married, if they have decided that marriage is the way that they're going to go, somebody is going, I feel like there's somebody else that may not be so happy. Somebody may not be so happy. But ultimately, we have happiness here. So we have somebody that's on the pathless. Somebody it is the pathless. The pathless could be the person that's feeling left out because maybe somebody they're friends with is taking flight from them and moving on. Leaving the pathless one to their own freedom. But I feel like whoever this is having difficulty making difficult decisions, lack of direction, I feel like they are going to be able to adapt because the coyote came right under the pathless. So what I'm seeing here is a message is that there may be somebody that's losing a friend due to the fact that that friend is getting married, leaving that person to adapt to their own new freedom. They're taking flight. Now they have the flight to move freely and find new friends. Not saying they're going to break off their friendship with the person that is getting married. It's just that that will form a different type of relationship because now this person won't have as much time to spend with the person that is not getting married. So if you are the one that has a friend that's getting married and you're feeling left out, you're going to adapt, take flight, and gain freedom to move on to new endeavors. If you are the one that's getting married, I see things are going to turn out successfully in your favor. Now, the peach moonstone. This is a gentle, loving stone and supports the heart and stimulates the mind. Helps you see positive in all people. Perfect for highly sensitive people, empaths, intuitives, and sensitive children. Very comforting feeling when wearing and holding it. It's great for meditation and protects during travel. Okay, pile number 1. I feel like somebody here is getting married, and maybe the travel reflects a honeymoon, or maybe the travel reflects on the person that is your friend that is not in, that is separate from this, that is pathless, that is moving on with their life. All right. Now we're going to move on to the second pile. The second pile, if you chose according to your astrology signs. The second pile is Libra, Pisces, Gemini, and Aries. If you did not choose according to astrology signs, just know that the energies of those signs may be in this reading. And we'll put these over to the side. If you chose according to the crystal, you chose the Apache tier, and you chose the enchanter, deception and trickery. And once again, this is about what message is it that you need to know? What message is it you need to hear? So we've got the enchanter with deception and trickery. We've got the jack in the pulpit with conditionality. We've got wisdom. And we've got solitude, alone with myself. What do we see here? We may have somebody that's conditioned that, okay, we could have one or two things. We could have somebody that is conditioned to be enchanted by deception and trickery. Or we could have somebody that's conditioned to create deception and trickery. What we need is solitude in order to gain wisdom. This is like these two cards is similar to pulling the Hermit card. These two cards remind me of the Hermit card. Where you do go into solitude. And the reason you go into solitude is to look deep within yourself. All right, let's look at the tarot cards. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Cups, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse, the Hierophant, and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's having difficulty in their life. There's a conflict in two aspects of their life, and it could be due to things being said. It could be due to deception. It could be due to trickery on somebody's part. The Six of Cups is a family card. The family, the Hierophant in this card, he appears to be a great spiritual person. In some decks, he's known as the High Priest. Matter of fact, I think it's this deck. He's known as the High Priest. Could be giving family guidance here. So, what I'm seeing here, what I'm gathering from this, is that there has been somebody that's been deceptive in some manner. That has, and they may have conditioned somebody. Perhaps that person sought out guidance. Maybe professional guidance, where they were told to go into solitude and be away from this person that is being deceptive. To gain wisdom, because ultimately, whoever this enchanter is, the deception and with the deception and the trickery, is causing major chaos in somebody's life, in some aspect of somebody's life. And it's through communication and it's through thoughts. And I feel like somebody has been conditioned to believe the deception and to believe the trickery that has been being put out. Somebody has been putting out deception and trickery through communication and thoughts, to the point where they've conditioned somebody to literally believe in what they say. And it's caused problems. As you can see, it's caused chaos to where the family has to seek professional help, go into solitude, gain wisdom to get away from this deception and this trickery. I feel there's somebody there. I feel the message that you're getting here is that if you feel like you're being deceived, if you feel like you're being tricked, you need to seek professional help. You need to get away from that person, go into solitude away from this person in order to gain wisdom through professional help and through being in solitude. Because I feel like maybe you may be conditioned by this person. If they are wreaking havoc on your life because they have been tricking you and deceiving you, and they've conditioned you to believe what they're saying or what they're saying and what they're doing, then you're going to need professional guidance along with when you go into solitude. That means that you need to block this person out of your life. You have to go into solitude and block this person out of your life to undo this conditionality that they have done to you. Now, as for the Apache tier, the crystal you chose, it helps you relieve sorrow and negative emotions, which is what you would get with somebody like this. Heals old emotional wounds, links you to your emotional body. A very gentle healer, promotes forgiveness. The Apache tier is also good for protecting and grounding. And I've said this before, I didn't say it earlier to pile number 1, but the crystals I pull out randomly and I place them randomly. So pile number 2. What message you need to hear is that somebody is deceiving you and tricking you to the point where you're conditioned into believing what they're saying and thinking. And it's affecting your life now. It's to the point where it's affecting your life. So you need to seek out guidance, and you need to get away from this person and go into solitude. Block them. Okay, pile number 2. All right. Pile number 3. If you chose your pile according to your astrology sign, you have Capricorn, Sagittarius, Cancer, and Aquarius. If you did not choose according to the astrology sign, just know that these energies could be present in the reading. The reading is for what message do you need to hear. If you chose by the crystal, you chose the pink onyx or the pink agate. It's the same thing. It's a pink onyx / pink agate. If you chose by the card, you chose the Smith. Overthinking, taking action. And getting them lined up in the camera. All right, let's look at the oracle cards first. Starting with this one. Oak, strength. Voyage. If you were drawn to pile number 1, you might want to watch pile number 1. It did talk about taking a trip, but not on a voyage, in a different manner. Ghost, from another world. So, looking at these, we have overthinking, taking action, strength, wow, ghost, and voyage. There's water in the background of this picture. Wow, this overthinking. Is somebody overthinking about taking a cruise? Are you overthinking about taking a cruise because of what's happened in the past? Are you overthinking that? Are you overthinking voyages such as the Lusitania and the Titanic? among other ships. Taking action with strength. You're going to take action. Maybe you're overthinking and you're going to take action with strength. Let's look at the tarot cards here. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. Seven of Pentacles. We have the Sun in reverse. The Two of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Wands in reverse. And the Page of Swords in reverse. We've got something going on with communication. Well, I've been saying it now for a few days. We're in a shadow period of Mercury retrograde. Mercury will go retrograde on December the 13th. It will end, the last day is December the 31st. However, keep in mind, there is a shadow period 2 weeks after that. So here we have some communication. This could be the overthinking as well. This could be the overthinking as well. This overthinking is causing you to feel burned out. So you take time to reflect. Reflect. It takes strength to take the time to reflect over your life and make difficult choices. Is your choice to go on a voyage, or are you overthinking this, not going on a voyage? Are you overthinking it because of past accidents? Those accidents happened a long time ago. They don't happen as often as they did back then. So I'm thinking you might be overthinking going on a voyage because of the past. So you need to gain strength to take action. You might be dealing with somebody here that is not sincere, not nurturing. They're not nurturing your wanting to take action with the strength that you have. Perhaps this person is the person that is not sincere may be the one that's overthinking. They may be the one that's being burned out, feeling burned out. If this is not you, if it's not you overthinking and about taking a cruise, because of these two cards, I feel strongly this is about somebody that's considering taking a cruise. I could be wrong. And, taking a cruise does not necessarily mean going on a cruise ship. Back in the day, they used to say when you were going for a ride in your car, you were going to go cruising in your car. However, we've got voyage here. And voyage would be a cruise on a cruise ship. And the ghosts with the water nearby, sitting right under the voyage, brings back the overthinking about what happened in the past with the Lusitania and the Titanic. Those are the two examples I can think of. I'm sure there's other ships that have been unfortunate, had unfortunate accidents. But as you can see, overthinking is burning you out. If this isn't you overthinking, it's somebody that you know. Perhaps you are wanting to go on a cruise and want somebody else, perhaps your partner or a friend or whoever, to go with you. Perhaps they're the ones that's not sincere and they're the ones that's doing the overthinking. To the point where not only is it burning them out by overthinking, it's burning you out. Trying to convince them it's okay, we can go on a cruise. You have the strength. You have the strength to know that it's okay to go on a cruise. You have the strength to take action knowing it's okay to go on a cruise. However, somebody that you know may not have that. They may be overthinking the situation. And so you may be reflecting on how perhaps you can get this person to stop overthinking. You're taking action. You're reflecting on the choices that you have available to you to show this person that by taking this voyage, it's not like it was in the past. And I know that taking a voyage, going on a cruise, is a little bit specific, but that's what I'm seeing in the cards. Trying to see if there's anything else here. This is being unprepared. Conflicted. Instability in thoughts. I'm trying to see if this could be related to something other than taking a cruise on a cruise ship. This could be a voyage, could be taking a trip. Perhaps not necessarily on a cruise ship. Taking a trip, maybe to investigate some paranormal. but you're going to burn yourself out. You or somebody else is burning themselves out, overthinking this. There's something somebody's overthinking, whether it be going on a cruise ship, okay, well, your message is, the message you need to hear is, if you're the one that's overthinking going on a cruise, you're going to burn yourself out overthinking. If you're the one that's not overthinking, but you're taking action, you have the strength to take action, you're trying to convince someone else that it's safe to take the voyage, to take the cruise, so to speak. If you chose this pile based on your crystal, this crystal, the pink agate or the pink onyx, represents confidence and power. I send much love and many blessings to everyone. As always, I'll see you back next time. Have a wonderful day.